Welcome back, Bafundi. Now, what are some of the effects of auxins? Auxins in plants can affect apical dominance, leaf fall, fruit development, root formation, and tropisms. We'll discuss these effects of auxins. Now, have you ever wondered why gardeners prune their fruit trees or shrubs such as rose bushes? Auxins are produced at the tips of stems and they inhibit the auxiliary buds while promoting apical dominance. Auxins therefore make stems elongate. When the tip of growing stem is removed, buds in the axils lower down in the stem begin to grow into side branches, making the plant bushier. In agriculture and horticulture, removing this hormonal stimulation allows the gardener to produce a plant that is shaped to perform a certain function, such as a bushy hedge or a fruit-bearing fruit tree or flower-bearing rose bush. Another effect of auxin is to help prevent leaves from falling off trees. Auxins are produced in young, actively growing leaves. The level of auxin decreases when leaves age or when conditions start becoming unfavorable, for example, the onset of cold temperatures at the start of winter. When the level of auxin decreases, a special layer of cells called the abscission layer forms at the base of the petiole. These cells become corky and waterproof, which kills the leaves. The leaves then drop off the plant. It is called abscission when leaves or fruit fall due to a decrease in levels of auxin. When seeds start to mature, the growing regions release auxin into the surrounding flower parts. This causes the ovary to swell and form the fruit. The diagrams show a strawberry fruit. The seeds are on the outside of the fruit. If all the developing seeds are removed at an early stage, the strawberry fruit does not swell. If auxin is sprayed onto the strawberry with no seeds, it will grow normally. High concentrations of auxin also inhibit the dropping of fruit. Farmers spray fruit trees with synthetic auxin to promote fruiting and prevent the trees from dropping prematurely. Auxin stimulates the cells of a stem to grow adventitious roots. Horticulturists use a powder containing a synthetic auxin to encourage the growth of roots on stem cuttings. This makes it quicker and easier to propagate a prize plant artificially. Auxins can also be used in agriculture and horticulture as weed killers. Auxins cause plant growth towards or away from external stimuli. These growth movements are called tropisms. There are several different types of tropisms. For example, geotropism is the growth response to the force of gravity. Phototropism is the growth response to stimulus of light. Now, if the plant organ grows towards a stimulus, we say the response is positive. If the growth is away from the stimulus, we say the response is negative. Now, although we'll discuss geotropism and phototropism in detail, other tropisms also exist. Chemotropism is a growth response to a chemical substance. For example, pollen tubes grow towards the sugars made by the stigmatic surface of flowers. They also grow away from the oxygen in the air when they grow down the style towards the ovules. Thigmotropism is a growth response to contact with another object. For example, when the tendrils of climbing plants make contact with another object that can support the plant, they grow tightly around the object. This helps to bring leaves into the light for photosynthesis and flowers into a position where they can be easily pollinated. Now let's have a closer look at geotropism. If you place a seedling on its side, the root will grow down in the direction of gravity. The root is therefore positively geotropic. The shoot will grow upwards in the position direction to gravity. The stem is therefore negatively geotropic. The plant's geotropic response can be explained by the uneven elongation of the cells of the young shoot or root. Higher amounts of auxin inhibit cell elongation in the root. However, the same higher amounts of auxin in a shoot will stimulate cell elongation. Now watch how the animation demonstrates the effects of auxin. Higher amounts of auxin in the root inhibit cell elongation, so the root grows downwards. The opposite effect is achieved in the shoot, and therefore the shoot grows upwards. Now later in the lesson, we'll do an experiment to demonstrate geotropism. I'll see you at the next segment.